those. Talking about the bad runs was one of those. I don't think that I really shared all that much with Anne about the bad runs. And the main reason was I didn't want that stuff banging around in her head, because it was tough stuff. I think she wanted to play more of a role. And that was why that conversation's important to have, because I think as she would describe it, we went about it all the wrong way. I didn't want her to have the grisly details or know. I'm actually pretty private, I guess, about my emotions and that stuff. I didn't want to hurt her with that stuff, but she's my best buddy. She knows. She
Mm-hmm.
knows that I'm sad, or she knows that I'm angry, or she knows that I'm feeling hurt, and it ends up starting to be taken personal when, I'm like, I don't want to talk. Well, what's wrong? And I had to come to the conclusion that she's not a mind reader. I have to let her know. I don't have to tell her about the blood and the gore. I don't have to share the primary reasons why the video keeps playing in my head, but I have to let her know it's happening, because then now she knows, oh, okay, great. There was something that went on that's bugging him. At least now I can shift into that mode where I'm not taking it personal, and I can do the things that he does need when he's feeling hurt or sad or damaged or traumatized or whatever. That's the important thing. I mean, I think many times spouses have their own way of trying to help you cope with things, and it may not be the right way. That's why you have the chat. As a spouse, what do you need from me as a spouse when I have a just crap run and the video's playing in my head and it's disturbed me and it's making me sullen or whatever? What do you need from me? How much do you need? How much do you want to know? And I get to say to her, well, here's what I want. And I don't want a big, long 20-question lecture about what it was or what it wasn't. I don't want to go through those details. And don't be offended when you may hear me talking on the phone with the firefighters that were there about it, because that's cathartic for me and that's what I need. They were there. They know all the gory details without us having to say them. They know all the gory details, and we can talk with each other about it in a way that I can't really share with you.